Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is my first ever proper art video, so I hope you enjoy and let's get into it. So today I'm going to be decorating a selection of these wooden things, which I have gotten throughout the last couple months. Okay, I think that's all I need to say, so I hope you enjoy the video and see you later. So these are the objects I get to choose from. I'm just going to show you each of them individually. This one is a wooden peg doll, which I got a big pack of them off Amazon quite a few months ago. The first video I ever made on a YouTube channel was painting one of these. I'll see if I can find some footage of that to put in here. But yeah, this was super fun to do, but because I have done it before, I'm not sure if I'm going to choose this one. The second item we have is this box, which came in a pack of 4 from, I'm pretty sure, The Works, and it just has a little clasp here and it's just a wooden box to decorate. This one is a massive peg, which I got when I went to the charity shop with my friends, and I think I got it for about 20p. It was really cheap, but I thought this might make an interesting thing to paint. This mushroom shaped wood is actually a cutout from a clock I made. And finally I have a very simple one, which is literally just a wooden square. I have no idea where I got this from. Okay, because this is my first art video, I think I'm just going to go quite simple, do this box and this wooden square. Okay, so this is the one we're going to be starting with. I'm just going to do a quick sketch. I just started off by tracing out the square, and then I found a butterfly on Pinterest that I use for a reference. Okay, so I've landed on this design. It's not super interesting, but I thought for something this small, I don't need something super interesting. It's just a butterfly, and then, I don't know if you can see, but there's some very faint kind of wobbly circles. So I'm going to do some interesting stuff in the background. So I don't have a particularly aesthetically pleasing palette, but I have this, and that works too. I'm just going to start off with a white base coat. So I have this from Amazon, but let's paint this. Okay, so I have painted all over this. I didn't wait until either of the sides are dried so I can put it down. So I basically have to hold this until it's dry. And then, making the most of the damp white, I worked some purple into it to make it all blendy and nice. Okay, so now I'm at this stage. I have these purple dots, and this side isn't completely dry, but it's dry enough for me to be able to put it down. Okay, because I thought ahead, which is something I rarely ever do, I traced out the exact size of my square onto here to do my design on, which means if I'm able to trace this onto a separate piece of paper, I can use it as a stencil to put it onto here. So I easily traced it out because I had quite see-through paper. Okay, so it's not perfect, obviously. So now I'm just going to cut this out. I've just filled in the butterfly shape with white so it'll make the colours pop when we do the outlining. All the details are on there. I do not recommend working on slightly damp paint. It's not fun, and my pencil now has a lot of paint on it. But we have got the main sketch done, and now I'm going to start drawing on it. But I'm really bad at doing thin, neat lines with paint, so I'm going to be using my paint pens. I got these a few months ago, and they are honestly one of the best things I've ever bought. Today I'm just going to be using, sorry if that's loud, today I'm just going to be using the purples and then possibly a black, maybe a white as well. This is the range of colours we're going to be working with. As I said earlier, these are one of the best things I've ever bought, but just like normal paint pens, you do have to start them up by pressing them down, which is why there's loads of dots everywhere. And because they are paint pens, they aren't made for blending, but if I use a brush, it works pretty well. Okay, I think this is looking quite cool so far. Now I'm just going to do the black outline. As you can see, once I'd finished the black outline, I just went back in with the purple and a little bit of white to add some extra bits. Okay, here's the finished result. I actually really like this. I think it's very pretty and it'll look nice in my room. Next and finally we're doing this. I'm super excited about this. I have an idea already because while I was doing this one I was thinking how I'm going to design this, and I think what I'm going to do is some sort of koi fish. Because I love koi fish and I've done some other kind of koi fish themed art before, but I thought it'd be a really nice thing to have a little koi fish box. Once again, I am just going to do a quick little sketch. Okay, so after literally half an hour of sketching, these are all my little fish and their skin texture. So I also did a base coat on this just to speed up the process a little bit. Now I'm going to trace this onto my box. I also traced the other koi fish at the same time. Now I have my 3 main koi fish sketched out. I'm going to mix a light blue to use as a background colour. That took way longer than it should have, but I have done the blue. It's not perfect, it's a little bit patchy, but I think that's okay. I think that just gives it character, I suppose. I do need to sort out a couple of little bits, but I can do that once I've done the main painting on the actual fish. Now I need to do the sides while these blue bits are drying. I'm going to trace this. I know I've done a lot of tracing in this video, but it's how I usually transfer things. And then I'm going to colour this bit in whichever colour I want. So now this is sketched out, I'm going to start painting. Because I've already got a lot of things to edit, I'm not going to be doing a time-lapse of this one. I'm just going to show you when this side is done. So let's do that now. Okay, here is side 1. I think it looks really cool. I'm not sure if it's the same on whatever device you're watching it on, but for me, on camera, it looks really neon. So I just wanted to let you know, in real life, it's not that neon. So now I'm just going to trace on the pattern to this and these fish and start doing that bit. Okay, finally we're at the stage of painting the koi fish. There is all the markings done, and I can't decide whether I want to just use this pen even though it won't completely match this side. Yeah, I did just end up using the pen. Alright, the red is done on all of the fish. Now I'm going to do the same on this side onto this side while the fish are drying. Once again, I'm just going to do a little jump cut. Okay, here we go. I don't like this as much as this side, but it's still nice. Now I'm going to do the outlines and the details, and as good as these pens are, it's probably just me being heavy-handed, but sometimes they can come out with a bit of a thicker line than I want them to, and that's not so good for outlining. So I'm going to be using my fine liners. Now the paint is definitely dry, I am going to carefully outline. Okay, I think the outlining looks really cool and it definitely brings it together. I also decided to outline these little bits. Yeah, it's not perfect because it's wobbly surface which is hard to draw on, but I really like it anyway. Then I just use my paint pens to write my name. Okay, final reveal in 3, 2, 1. I'm so happy with these. I think they turned out so cool. They're very much my style. They both have very nice colour themes, which I really appreciate because I love colours, hence the name of my channel. I'm really happy with both of these. And I'm also a lot more confident now with making videos because I know that this one turned out well and I know that I enjoyed doing it. I definitely spent a lot longer doing them than I planned to. It is nearly 3 AM and I started at 9 o'clock last evening. I did have some breaks in between though. The entire process of this was really fun. I think the koi fish look really nice and I love all of the little speckles. I really hope you enjoyed watching, and if you like these as much as I do, then please leave a like and subscribe if you'd like to. Thank you very much for watching. Bye!